make sure you grab your phone
before you get on. Yes.
Because you'll get stuck.
Yes. Hello, welcome to another episode of Lunch Break Yaps. My name is Noelle. My name is Noelle.
And my name is JC.
And we are content marketers at a Korean company called Trip. This is my first time introducing the podcast. It's usually her, but I'm giving it a go for the first time, and I'm very nervous, okay?
I literally just threw it on her. I was like, your turn.
It's fine.
It's
actually,
okay.
yeah.
That was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
get better.
You're doing fine. You're doing
Okay.
great. But yeah, today we are going to talk about how to get a job in Korea
Mm-hmm.
and what it's like living here,
Mm-hmm.
because I guess we have that experience. I guess first we will go into
Like the different routes of
Mm.
how you could like start living in Korea, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the first one would be to go to school here,
Yeah.
like study abroad here, or like a language program and stuff.
A lot of people start at the language schools. They call them language schools
Yeah.
here, by the way. And then like it sort of like helps you get into like a undergraduate program
Yeah.
at a university. So yeah, you can start off there, or you can just apply directly.
Yeah.
It's
To
a
the
lot,
international
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get into. I feel like
I think it's
Yeah.
quite easy to get into.
Mm.
Yeah.
As long as you have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know that they have like the international schools, an international part of the university, but I think there are also aren't there also like I don't know if this is just for like graduate. I don't know if it's different for undergraduate and graduate. Well, I have a friend right now that's in a graduate program, Seoul National University, and all of his classes are in Korean.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So I don't know. I mean, I know like Yonsei has Underwood. Is that what it's called? That's the international school. So I'm pretty sure that's all in English, and all the professors are like Western. But I think
all schools have English speaking classes though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 100% of my classes were in English as well.
At your university?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Did you go to the international?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, but you could choose if you wanted to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there'd be a course in English and a course in like Korean. And I always, of course, chose the English course. Also, it probably differs depending on your major.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Korea, you have to apply for a certain major.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like that
Yeah,
in the States as well?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can. It depends. Like some schools will accept you as like a liberal arts major or like
that's
undecided.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you just take random classes, and then most people apply into a major. Yeah. So there's that route. Or the most common job is to become an English teacher, and that's what I did. But and it's really easy to because you don't need a degree. I mean, I do have a degree in education, but you don't need one.
You do need a bachelor's degree though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I meant you don't need a teaching degree. Like you don't need to.
It doesn't have to be related.
Yeah. You just need to be from a country that is considered like native English speaking. So it depends on like what program you go through, but the most famous one is called EPIC, which is English program in Korea. And so that's basically through the Korean government. They just collect all these teachers from English speaking countries like the US, UK, Australia,
South Africa.
South Africa. I don't know if like Hong Kong and Singapore are considered. I don't remember.
Maybe Canada.
Canada. Are we missing any? But anyways, you know what we mean. Like any of those English speaking countries, if you are a native speaker, then you can get a job as a teacher. Yeah. Which is, I think, cool because it opens up opportunities for lots of people, but at the same time,
the horror stories I've heard from her working at the middle of nowhere.
I have met some weird people.
Oh yeah, the people.
Because they don't really filter, like, because like literally if you speak English, you have a college degree, so you just need to be able to speak English at a native level, and you need a college degree, and then you just have to do like go through the application process.
What's that like? Was it hard or?
Oh, it's pretty tedious. Actually.
Oh, really?
Because you have to like apply for your visa.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to send like all your documents, and you have to send them physically. Well, so you have to get them approved virtually first.
Oh, okay.
And then once you get like approval that you're in the program, you have to send them physically because they have to be the official documents.
Through mail.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
So then you have to like get your background check, and then it's like different from wherever country you're from. Like I'm from the U.S., so I have to get like a federal background check. You have to get it at the state level and the national level.
Okay.
It was so and I had like never done that before, so I was like, what? Like,
of course.
it was a lot of work.
You were very young back then as well.
And then you have to do like you have to get either your TESOL or TOEFL certificate. TESOL? I don't know. So you have to go through that too. And then it's been a while, so I don't remember exactly. But it's not like super easy. Like it's still a lot of work.
Obviously, yeah.
But I did still meet a lot of weird people.
And a lot of people are stationed.
Yeah.
Not in Seoul, so don't like expect to be living in Seoul right away.
Yeah.
She was placed in the middle of nowhere in Suncheon.
Yeah, Suncheon.
which I've never been to.
Literally, when I found out the day before they put me there.
I think that's not okay.
I know. Well, so I knew that I was going to be in Jeollabuk-do. So they tell you the province.
Okay.
So, okay. You can apply. I mean, you can say your preferences, but I don't think it means anything. Because none of my preferences were considered. But I knew before I came to Korea that it was Jeollabuk-do. So I was hoping, okay, maybe Jeonju or Gwangju, right?
Pretty big cities, yeah.
Right? So then you go through orientation. They still don't tell you. I don't know if it's different now. I came like 5-6 years ago. So they don't tell you for the whole entire week or two that you're there. So you and like all the people that you're with, you're like, where do you think we're gonna be? Oh God, I hope it's Jeonju. Literally, like me and like the people that I was became friends with, we would like, cause you meet people from like other that are placed in other areas too, and there are the people that are placed in Seoul, and you have a little like lanyard that has like where you're from. So we're like, the Seoul people, like, why do you think he got it? Why do you think she got it? We were like thinking of all kids. Kinds of like possibilities, like, oh, do you think it's like all the like good-looking white people? But then there would be like an Asian, and then and then so it didn't. Yeah, there was we couldn't figure it out. But
I think that system's a little weird. But how long were you in Suncheon?
A year.
A year.
So the contract is a year.
Oh, okay.
But so literally the day before we got sent out to our schools, we have like a little session where they just tell you where you're gonna be. They do it. They have like a PowerPoint presentation, so and it'll be like Jeonju, and it'll have like names under it. Yeah. And they keep going right, and I'm like, where's mine? Like Suncheon. JC, it was just me.
Oh no.
Just me. Everybody else, there were like other people that were with them.
Oh, that's so sad.
So I remember I called my parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm in Suncheon. Oh. My parents are from Korea, and they were like, where's that? But it turned out to be completely fine. I did not regret getting placed there at all.
Okay.
Because there were already English teachers there.
Oh, okay.
There were like 5 other English teachers. So I became really good friends with them, and like because it's a small town, we would like just hang out like spontaneously all the time.
That sounds really fun, actually.
It was actually so fun because I mean, I think like the people that I met made a huge difference, but then also like because you're in the countryside, it's very interesting. Like, I don't know, just like the people that you meet, and like all the students I had were very nice because they're like country bumpkins.
Yeah, oh, that's so sweet.
So they're all super sweet. Like even like the high schoolers, because I was terrified. I was like, you cannot put me at a high school. It hasn't been that long since I got out of high school.
Oh yeah, true.
But they were fine.
Yeah.
They were fine. They were really nice, and they're just very interested about like you America. And,
right.
One story I always tell is like I had this one middle schooler that was like first of all they don't believe that I'm from America because I'm so
Korean
because I look so
looking.
Korean. But then as soon as I start talking, they're like, oh okay.
Okay.
This one student, I'll never get over. She's like, oh, are you really from America? I'm like, yeah, I'm really from America. She's like, then bang bang, and then I kid you not, she went, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but she went, drugs.
Oh shit.
I was like, where did you learn that?
Oh my goodness, what the heck?
I was like, oh no, it's not like that. Like I think you watched too many movies.
Yeah, what the heck? That's unfortunate. That's so sad.
Like that's what they think
of America. Bang bang and that's so funny.
But yeah, that's another teaching. So there's this like public schools that you can go through. Epic is like public schools, or there's Hagwon, which is very hit or miss. But I feel like 85% of the time
it's a miss.
It's a miss. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Why can't they respect
people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to be in Seoul,
you have to work at Hagwon.
You have to work at Hagwon.
Yeah.
But that's the downside is you have to work at Hagwon.
Tell them about midnight runs.
Oh. Yeah. So there's something called a midnight run where because a lot of people that come to Korea, they don't really know what to expect. I feel like being on a contract as a foreign English teacher in Korea, it's a very like, I don't know how to word this, but it's very specific kind of like position where, and it's not really, I feel like a lot of schools or hagwons, this is a generalization obviously, but I feel like a lot of them like feel like they can treat these foreigners however they want. So they don't really take care of them or they don't really like show them what to do or they just kind of expect them to do everything on their own.
Figure it out.
Or like, so basically when you teach in Korea, you are the main teacher, but you have a Korean co-teacher that you work with. So your Korean co-teacher might hate you. Like, I've never had a bad experience with my co-teachers, but I've heard stories from other people being like, oh yeah, my co-teacher literally, I'm pretty sure she hates foreigners. What? But so like, they don't really get to choose. It's, I mean, there are cases where your co-teacher does choose to work with the foreign teacher because they like want to, or maybe they speak English. There are also schools where like, it's like, oh, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Okay, you do it. Like, no, I don't want to do it. Like kind of like that.
Also, just having a co-teacher is like not giving, like not trusting you to do your job.
I mean, I think it's meant to be like, oh, you have this co-teacher to help you.
Control the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay.
And like, kind of let you know like the culture of like the Korean school culture, because it's a completely different culture.
It is very different. Yeah.
And it also really depends on what kind of co-teacher you get, because I had co-teachers that wanted to do everything together, not like teach together, but like she would be in the classroom.
Oh, okay.
And then I would tell her like what lesson I'm doing, and then we would kind of discuss it beforehand. Okay. And like she would be like, oh yeah, I think that would work with the kids because like she knows them well. Yeah. And like, oh, maybe add this or this, and then like, and then I can do this after. Kind of like very collaborative. Okay. But not like to the point where she's like taking over. Okay. But like just like kind of like letting me do my thing, but also putting her input. And then there are the teachers that just don't even show up. They don't even come. Okay. Or they come, pop their head in. Okay. And then they leave.
Which did you prefer?
I think I preferred, well, it kind of depends on like the school and the kids. Okay. Because if the kids don't care, then like
that's the worst.
Then like it's really hard to, because like most of the kids don't speak any English at all actually. So it's really hard to like even like do anything if you're just there like by yourself. Yeah. So I think I preferred at least the teacher being in there. Okay. Like just in case I needed them. And I actually, even though I do speak Korean pretty fluently, I pretended that I didn't speak any Korean at all.
Or else they just speak Korean.
Yeah, they would never speak English. So I didn't really like it when they would just like not show up or like.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it's like.
You would do it. Right.
Yeah.
Also, it's their job to show up, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just not doing their job.
Yeah, they would just like be in the shoe. But then, Hagwon, you also have a co-teacher, but it's very much more, because Hagwon has more of a curriculum, very specific curriculum. So that, and then Hagwon also, the students are usually more advanced.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
The co-teacher usually isn't in there, which is, in a Hagwon setting, I think okay.
What was it like first moving to Seoul?
Moving to Seoul.
Like, were you like, oh, I can't wait to go to Seoul?
Oh, after like being in the countryside.
Yeah.
Well, I moved from the countryside to like Gyeonggi area.
Oh, first, right. That's basically Seoul.
Yeah, it's basically Seoul. It's like a suburban Seoul. I feel like. Yeah, I was really excited. I was really happy. But now that I lived in Seoul for a while, I'm like,
I wanna leave.
Not like, it's just like, oh, it's just really crazy.
It's like, exhausting.
And then you just kind of fall into the like
the pattern.
Going to work, going home,
go to work,
whatever. Yeah, that's it. But I just realized I didn't say what a midnight run is.
Oh.
Why did I?
Co-teachers.
Right. So being treated a certain way, right?
Yeah.
So basically, a midnight run is when a foreign teacher just leaves Korea without telling anybody in the middle of the night.
Gone.
Just gone. No, nothing.
Doesn't matter what their contracts say.
Yeah. Like,
It's
because
goodbye.
technically, if they leave the country, they don't have to deal with all that.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a very selfish thing to do. But some people are just driven to that point.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine what they've gone through to, like, think that they just want to throw everything away and just leave, you know?
So once at Hagwon I worked at, one of the teachers, we had a group like Kakao chat with all the teachers. She just sent a message at like 8 a.m. and just said, I will be leaving. Goodbye. And then she left the group chat. But it was so vague, so we were like, does she mean the group chat or like Korea? But she didn't show up.
Oh, yeah?
So then we're all like, oh my gosh, she midnight ran. And like the Hagwon staff were like freaking out.
Oh, really? Because
her kids showed up.
Yeah.
So like somebody else had to like
fill in for her and
like.
Oh no.
I think the Korean teacher was doing it, but then like they still need to like do their lessons.
Yeah.
So like, cause the parents will go crazy.
Yeah, of course.
So like some other teachers had to fill in like here and there, and then they had to like immediately like look for a new teacher. Yeah, but you know, you can still quit. Like you're not. It's not a slave contract.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But I guess, you know, I don't know. Some people are driven to that point.
Yeah, think before you.
Yeah. Korea.
Decide to come.
I think it's very romanticized.
It is very romanticized.
Living here and finding, I don't know. A lot of people come here to find a Korean oppa.
Why do you think that is? Like, a lot of people watch K-dramas and think that Korea is going to be exactly how these K-dramas depict Korean society and the culture. But then, like, I don't watch, like, a
American
US
show.
like, high school, like, TV show and be like, oh my god, yeah, everyone's going to be singing and dancing like
High School Musical?
Or High School Musical.
Yeah, you know? Meet Choi Bolton.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the prom queen or whatever. Like, if I move to the States, like, why do you think like Korea is more romanticized than other countries?
Well, maybe it's like, because you do know American culture, so like it's not that foreign to you. But I could maybe see like Koreans watching like a chick flick or like a romantic comedy and thinking like, oh, if I move to like New York, am I gonna run into like somebody on like Wall Street?
Oh wait, no.
Wall Street.
I do romanticize New York. Is this what it feels?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm super obsessed with New York and I really want to move there one day. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I guess this is what it feels like.
Because like I always thought that too. Like, why do people love Korea so much and like Korean men so much? And like I think it's because like we know the culture, we know what it's actually like, so we can't really like put ourselves in that like. Because I guess like maybe I kind of think that about like, oh, if I go to like Spain, am I gonna meet like a handsome Spanish man like on the street and like we're gonna like I don't know, you know, like what is it, Cheetah Girls?
Oh my
Barcelona, like
holy shit, that's.
I think that might be it. But then I think it's even like more heightened with Korea because there's like K-dramas are so. I think K-dramas are more like everything's fake.
True.
Which is like obviously true for any TV show and movie, but at least there's some realistic parts I feel like in American shows. But in Korean shows, it's like way overdone.
Yeah, it is.
And like even obviously media play again across the world is a thing, but I think in Korea is especially they're very good at it.
Yeah.
With K-pop too.
Of course, yeah.
Like, sorry to burst your bubbles.
You're gonna have like don't think of Korea as some like amazing.
It's just another country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously it has like its good parts,
Yeah.
but it has its bad parts as well.
Yeah.
So don't come here thinking you're gonna I don't know, meet your rich Korean oppa that is suddenly gonna want to marry you even though you're dirt poor and their mom is gonna find you and offer you $1 million, which I would take.
Me too, to be honest.
But I do also think that it is so romanticized that I've seen a lot of people like they come here and they just kind of make it into their own K-drama. Like they just make it into that. So like
the Lulu Korea booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not even like, because there's like the Lulu Korea booze, which is like, oh sorry, but it's like down there. And then there's kind of like the like, not quite Korea boo, but kind of like they like think like Korean men are so handsome. Like
they're not.
like what I think.
Oh, like when you like for us normal people,
it's like another man on the street.
Yeah, it's like,
but
he's so
to
like,
my
normal.
Foreign friend who
like,
has not encountered that many Korean men is like, oh my god, that guy is so cute, and I'm like, which one? Where? Which that one? You could find him anywhere. Like,
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Like, maybe they just like the look or like the vibe, which is okay. Yeah.
That's also that infatuation might have like a lot of it's probably like a lack of information.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they just like the look and the vibe.
Yeah.
And I think it's also the same the other way around. Like, I know a lot of guys that came here because they want a Korean girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. Or
they think everyone's gonna be like Chaewon. We're not.
But I will say there are a lot of beautiful girls. Yeah. Not as many good looking
beautiful men. But that's like for any.
Yeah, that's anywhere.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, and I think it's because like we have makeup and stuff, and we care more about our appearance.
That's true for sure, but they can't like take a shower or like do their hair.
Yeah, they
or
don't.
Like dress well.
Yeah.
Because like yes, girls can put on makeup, but guys can put on makeup too.
Yeah.
And they have so many other ways to look attractive.
Effort. Yeah.
At least try.
Yeah, we're trying. You should too.
So as you can see, there aren't what is it, Chaunus and Kim Sung-hyuns and who's that other guy? Pyeonwoo walking around on the street.
Yeah,
you'll just see them on ads.
Yeah. So make sure you think about it before you decide to move to Korea.
Because it's definitely not easy living here as a foreigner. So.
And if you decide to come, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are also good things.
Yeah.
Let's say some good things.
Yeah, of course.
It's very convenient.
Very convenient.
You can find anything you want anywhere, anytime.
Yeah. And this is something that I really like because I'm very impatient, but it's very fast paced.
Yes.
Like literally everything. People that walk fast on the streets. Like work life can be very fast paced as well,
for
which
sure.
I don't mind because, again, I'm very impatient. But there are people that find it very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So,
I had a hard time with it at first.
Really? Yeah.
Because, like, I find that things are also very last minute, but I don't like that.
Sure.
And it's just kind of a foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
So I remember when I started working at schools, they would tell me, like, literally 5 minutes before,
Yeah.
like, oh, there's no class today. I'm like, what? Why didn't you tell me yesterday? Or like,
True.
Or they would tell me 5 minutes before and be like, oh, I know you don't have a class schedule here, but we have to change the schedule, so you have to go teach right now. And I'm like, oh.
I would hate that too, though.
Like, I just need to, like, mentally prepare, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like, but I did get used to it, and I do really love how fast, like, delivery is.
Oh, yeah.
Because Korean people can't wait. Like, how fast the delivery is, and, like, just any service is so fast.
Yeah.
Like,
anything and everything's online.
right.
Like, anything bank related, you can do on your phone. Yeah, if you're Korean.
Yeah. Or if you live here.
Yeah,
if you live here. Like, literally just the other day, my, like, credit card wasn't working well, so I ordered a new one. Like, I did it on Tuesday, and they said it would take up to 5 days. I got it today. It's Friday. And I was supposed to get it yesterday, actually, but things happened. But
yeah,
it's so
very
fast.
fast. Delivery's pretty fast.
What's the fastest delivery you've ever gotten? Like, food?
Like food delivery, probably like 15 minutes.
Mine is 7.
Oh my god.
I counted.
Oh my goodness.
But it was because it was really close.
Oh.
And I think it just, like, worked out really fast. Like, maybe the driver was, like, literally right there or something.
Dang.
Like, literally, I was at my friend's house, we ordered it, and they were like, okay, like, 7 minutes later, the doorbell rang, so we're like, surely that's not the delivery guy. Are you expecting someone? Like, no, it was the delivery.
Oh my goodness, I'd love that.
That was so fun.
Yeah, wow. As an impatient person, 30 minutes is too long for me. Yeah.
I feel like it rarely takes 30 minutes though, unless you're ordering like chicken.
Yeah, true.
Or like a bigger order. Yeah, it's like so. Also, like when you take public transportation.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the public transportation system in Korea is just so good.
Yeah, it is.
It's so good. The subway is like pretty easy to get down. You just need to figure out which way you're going, and like the lines. It's clean.
It's clean.
Except for line 1.
Oh yeah, line 1's a little.
It's old.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, line 1 is the first line.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there's always weird people.
Yeah. A lot of mentally
unstable
people.
They call it, what do they call it? Like, 빌런? 1호선 빌런?
1호선 빌런, yeah. But also, like, it's really entertaining. Yeah. I'd like to see an 1호선 빌런 in person, to be honest.
Yeah. And then the bus system is also really good.
Yeah.
I love taking the bus in
Me
Korea.
too.
It's,
I
like,
prefer
fun.
the bus.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, usually takes a little bit longer, but I still take the bus.
Me too.
Because I don't like seeing nothing out the windows.
Right. And the subways are so loud, like the
oh yeah,
it sounds like they hurt my. And if you find your like circle of friends, it's so fun.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
There's always something to do.
Yeah.
And even if you do the same thing over and over and over, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Just an endless amount of restaurants and cafes to check out. Pop-ups.
Yeah.
Hangang.
Of course.
What else?
Drinking,
going out.
and like any other country or city, they're gonna be horrible people.
Yeah.
But they're also gonna be really nice.
I guess we should moving on to another way to live in Korea is to get like a corporate job, which is what we do. But it is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
I find that most people come through, like, I guess if you go to school here and you have that degree, then it's a little bit easier. But I would say it's hard to like
go directly
into, get into it, like unless you're going to like a Western company that has an office here. Like,
do you have friends like that have done that? Because I don't think It's
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's common.
I think it's usually people that are more experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did have a friend that like works at Boeing that considered moving to the office here. So like I guess if you work at like it has to be like a big company. Yeah.
So you'd have to work at a company that has a like, what's it called?
Like an office.
Yeah, in Korea. And you like relocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I guess that's not
Google.
as common. Yeah.
Like Google Korea or like Apple Korea. I don't know.
That's not as common.
Which is harder. Or you can get jobs kind of like similar to ours, where it's like global marketing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of positions for, especially in like K-beauty or like entertainment.
Yeah, and I feel like these jobs there are more and more positions opening.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of like Korean brands are realizing like, oh, we can't just stay within Korea. We need to go global.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you do need to speak Korean.
Yes,
to be able to speak Korean. And to do that, you have to take the TOPIK, TOPIK.
Because the rest of the company's gonna be like Korean people.
Yeah, so
you're
like
gonna be able to communicate with them.
Yeah, because so at our company, it's all Korean people, and then we have our marketing team, which is pretty much all foreigners.
Yes.
And we all speak Korean, but we're from like different countries. So like we are like the global team, and then we have our like Taiwan team, and then Hong Kong, Japan. So they're all nationals from those countries, but they speak Korean.
Yeah.
So we are like a team of foreigners, and we all communicate in Korean.
Yes.
And then when we have to work with other teams, we have to speak Korean. So
only when we're like within our
global team,
like language section team.
Yeah.
We speak English, I guess. Yeah.
But I think our company is interesting because if like our section of the company, it's like you hear English and Japanese and Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Like all coming from here.
And we're so loud.
Yeah, we're
to be honest. 죄송합니다. 조용히 할게요.
Hey, but other teams can be loud too.
Okay.
Yeah. They're loud too.
Yeah, okay. What's it like? How did you like working at a Korean company?
Well, I've never worked in corporate America, so I can't really compare it. But I think it's fun. Like, I think it was cool to like see the whole, because I've only seen it in like dramas, I guess. See the whole like culture and like the 님, like we like call each other by like 님 is like a formal way to say somebody's name, because you don't just say people's names in Korea.
Yeah.
It would be considered rude. So that and like.
But also, our company is really different from other like more traditional companies. I think our company,
it's very lax.
Yeah, makes an effort to like be more relaxed and
also our CEO is very young.
Yeah, she is very young.
Like in her 30s.
Yeah, early 30s.
Oh, okay. Looks like she could be 20.
Yeah, she looks younger than me, to be honest.
But so I think the culture is very kind of more progressive, I say, because I do hear horror stories.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect within everybody, I feel like, within our company.
Oh, within our company, yeah.
My friend, she works at a very traditional Korean typical Korean company, and I don't think I'd survive, to be honest.
Because there's a whole like hierarchy based on your position. Yeah. So traditionally they use all those like what 대장님. No. 대장님 너무 많이 얘기해서.
대리님, 과장님, 팀장님, 부장님.
Sorry, I have a joke with my friend where, anyways, it's a very inside joke. But yeah. So you have to use those like terms based on position, and then like there's a whole thing where like you can't leave until your like higher up leaves. But we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that.
And we get to come into the office whenever we want before 12.
Yeah.
As long as we come you can come anytime from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And then we just have to fill that 8 hours plus lunch, so 9 hours total.
We have teammates, we call them teammates, that come in at 6 a.m. and one comes in at like 11.
Yeah.
So at like 3, the person that came at 6 a.m. would leave and I'll be like jealous and be like, bye.
But it's really nice because like if you
I
have
love it.
plans after, or like you want to get off earlier, you just come in earlier if you can.
Yeah.
Or if like you slept really late the night before, you can just come in later.
Yeah.
You'll just have to get off later. But
Yeah, it's really nice not having to rush in the mornings.
yeah. Or you can avoid rush hour. Yeah, rush hour is...
I hate it so
I've never
much.
experienced anything like that.
I hate
Oh my
it
gosh.
so much.
And every time I experience it, it never gets better.
Never.
Like...
It makes me such a horrible person. I literally...
No, it really does. Like, I
like,
have to, like, reflect on myself after.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, it is so crowded on the subway and the buses.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being in the standing section of a concert. People are like this,
Yeah.
like, you can't even move. And, like, when it's really bad, you
Like,
really can't move.
Your all sides of your body is touching someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least like 5 people.
Yeah, you
around
can smell the people around you.
You're like literally breathing like...
Yeah. You don't, like, I don't even know where to look.
Me too. If I look up, I'm like looking at someone in the face.
Yeah, and make sure you grab your phone
before you get on. Yes.
Because you'll get stuck.
Yes. If you're stuck, you're just stuck there for like 20 minutes. No phone, just raw dogging it.
And then sometimes you can't even get off in time.
Oh, that's happened to me like one too many times.
So then like people are gonna push you to get off because they want to make sure they get off in time, and like it's just horrible. So I feel like it's like 7:30
to 9:30.
9:30. Yeah. So
avoid
that, and then 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and then
5. No, definitely 5.
4:50.
Okay, yeah, 4:50 to like 7.
7.
So exhausted. So exhausted.
It's
One
just-
time I was like, because I had to get off, but it was so packed I couldn't, and I was like on the brink of like crying. I was like, 저 내릴게요, and then these 2 amazing, wonderful ladies were like, 내린대요. I was like, 내릴게요. And then they like parted for me.
Oh,
I was so grateful.
yeah, because everybody knows what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can either say like 내릴게요 or I say 잠시만요. 잠시만요. 죄송합니다. 잠시만요. And you get out, you're like,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Traumatizes me every morning. And it doesn't help that I live like an hour and 10 minutes away from the office.
So I just try to avoid. I just either come after, mostly after, because if I want to come before, I have to wake up really early.
I know, yeah.
And right now, it's literally pitch black.
I remember when I first started working at this company, I used to wake up at 4 a.m. so I could get here by 6.
To get off at 3.
Yeah.
I could never.
Not that I could get off at 3. But oh yeah, Yagans.
Oh yeah.
Yagan's a thing.
Yagan is OT, overtime.
There are some companies that pay you for OT. Some that don't.
Yeah. Or they like compensate you in other ways.
Like with dinner or something.
Yeah. But it's, I think like traditionally, I feel like in the traditional sense, it's the whole like, oh, you can't leave until, so if your like leader is working overtime, then you have to as well.
Oh yeah.
Or if there's like literally just so much work to do,
Yeah.
like you have a deadline.
Yeah.
Then like you don't have a choice. And like, I think in most Korean companies, there's just so much work.
Yeah.
There's just
Not
so
enough
much
people,
work and
to
not
be
enough
honest,
people.
yeah.
So most people end up overtiming.
Yeah. I guess it's inevitable.
Yeah. And it there's kind of a culture of like, not like you're expected to work overtime, but it's not weird if you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, just like, oh, okay, I guess you're working overtime. Yeah.
Don't work too late.
Yeah. But I feel like in the States, it's very like, I'm not getting paid for this, bye. Or like, I know, like, I remember I asked my friend about it, and like, she has to apply to work overtime.
Yeah, that's my friend that
Oh,
works at the
okay,
traditional
okay,
company
okay.
does that. Yeah,
Yeah.
just apply.
Because like it's a whole
I
thing,
know,
but
yeah.
I guess there is that, but then there's
Mm.
also the like just there's
Yeah.
so much work to do and not enough time and not enough people, so there's no choice, but it's quite common.
I love my job.
Any other little things about living or working in Korea?
I don't know, it's just so different. We have these things called 회식.
Oh, yeah.
Some companies go, it's like you're expected to go.
It's like a company dinner.
Yeah. With your teammates or like your entire company.
Yeah.
Mostly it's with your teammates. But we don't go on many 회식s, do we?
Yeah.
We
I
don't
think
have much.
like our company is kind of like a different example than the traditional ones. But the traditional ones, it's like wouldn't they do it like every
No, my brother has to go every week. Yeah.
like on Friday?
He'd come home like crawling.
No, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I remember my cousin, I think he would go almost every day and come home drunk because like they have. So in Korea, there's this drinking culture where like if somebody gives you a drink, you have to drink it, which is very very like old traditional. Like we don't see that.
No,
that
but
much.
a lot of the young Koreans still do that.
They still do that.
Like they're like, why are you not drinking? And like they pressure you to finish your
It's
shot
really
and
bad.
stuff. Yeah, it is bad.
And then if you say like, oh, actually don't drink, they'll be like, what?
Yeah, say like you have like a terminal disease. Maybe they'll let you.
Yeah.
Go with that, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's, and you would think it would be an enjoyable thing because you get, you don't have to pay for the food or the drinks. Like the company will pay for it. But it's just such an, I think, uncomfortable setting where everybody's just brown nosing.
Yeah. True.
Everyone's just sucking up to whoever's the most highest position there, and just kind of putting on this front and like trying to like give extra meat to the whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we have a manager that we freaking love, but this is pretty rare. Like this is not common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we love having our hushiks because we don't have them often because we're so busy.
Yeah. And they're so fun.
They're so fun because we
like,
don't have any of that weird culture. We literally just hang out.
Yeah.
Which is what it should be.
And there are like 15 of us, so it's always like so loud and so chaotic. And it's so fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Can't wait for our next one.
But I know a lot of companies now, they do like lunch hushiks instead.
Oh yeah,
because they want to
true.
kind of get rid of that
right.
culture.
Yeah, like the extreme like K-drama company culture is going away now.
It's phasing out.
Yeah.
Because thankfully people are realizing like this is horrible.
Yeah, this is not okay.
Yeah. So I feel like there's so much more we could go into.
Yeah, but we don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time. So we'll probably wrap it up there. But
if you'd like a part 2, let us know. Comment if you have any experience working at a Korean company or what it's like working at a company in your city.
Right.
And yeah.
Or if you have questions about moving here or living here,
True.
maybe we can help you guys. But yeah, so that is it for this episode. Thank you again for watching. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads. And like this video, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.